You're listening to Celebrating the Faces of Small Businesses in Dalby, a special series for Small Business Month, proudly brought to you by the Dalby Chamber of Commerce and Industry in partnership with 4DDD. This May, we're shining a spotlight on the people behind our local businesses, the innovators, the risk takers, and the everyday champions who keep Dalby thriving. Join us as we go beyond the storefront to uncover the stories, passion, and drive powering small businesses across our region. Because when small business thrives, Dalby thrives. Happy Small Business Month.
Today, as we celebrate Small Business Month, we're shining a spotlight on the incredible local businesses that keep our community thriving. Joining us now is Anna from Camping World Dalby, a go-to destination for everything outdoors, travel and adventure. Whether you're planning a weekend getaway or gearing up for the open road, Anna and her team have built a business that truly supports locals in making the most of the great outdoors. Anna, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Adelle. It's lovely to be here.
Let's jump straight into it. So, Anna, can you tell us a bit about your journey, what led you and your family to take on the business and what the transition has been like?
So we used to shop at Camping World. It's a great shop and we loved the shop. It's always something interesting there, always makes you think about going on holidays. When it came up for sale, it was something we looked at and thought, oh, we can do that. So here we are. We took over in September, so we were straight into school holidays and then followed up by Christmas. So it was a whirlwind, but we're still here, still going. I just thought retail was, you buy stuff, you sell stuff, end of story. But I've learned there's a lot more to it. But,
yeah. I feel like I learn something new every time I go into Camping World. Camping, fishing and the outdoors are such a big part of life in regional Queensland. What do you love most about being part of an industry that connects people with the outdoors?
I find that when people are outdoors, they are calm, particularly kids. Kids, as soon as you get them outside, they change. So the more that we can do to get people outside into that fresh air, connecting with their environment, the better the world's going to be. And I also just love talking to our customers because they talk about going on holidays. Just makes me want to go on holidays all the time.
Get some good ideas.
Yes.
Taking over an established business comes with plenty of challenges, I'm sure. What have been some of the biggest learning curves since stepping into ownership?
Probably some of the bigger ones are just learning your own style with things. And so obviously coming with a business that's already running, you have to figure out first how it runs and then you have to figure out how you can fit in with how it runs. And it's all a lot of trial and error, but the team has made it a lot easier for me. So, yeah.
Yeah, having a good team would be very important.
Mm-hmm.
We're here today talking to Anna from Camping World, celebrating Small Business Month. Dalby has seen a lot over the years, from droughts to floods to COVID and everything else in between. How important is resilience when running a small business in a regional town?
So resilience is paramount. I went to a conference the other day and they used the term anti-fragile, which had a great meaning behind it. It's about bouncing back. It's about learning to change. Like at the moment, we're all experiencing the diesel cost hike, and I think we need to look at it that with the glass half full. You may not be able to afford to go on your big camping trip right around Queensland, but you can still go to Lake Broadwater and the Bunyas, and that's always a winner.
Very lucky to have those places at our doorstep. There's often a real sense of community around local businesses. How has the Dalby community supported you and how do you give back in return?
So our community is amazing. You buy a business and you wonder, are people actually going to come and shop? And they do. Every day someone comes with a smile and makes my day. They all have been really encouraging and we've got some really great customers, especially our pool customers that come back and get their pool tested all the time. We've got some amazing people that we get to see regularly, which is wonderful. And in return, we get heavily involved in our community. We are very involved with the chamber and also involved with the school and all the runnings of the school, P&C and stuff as well. So it's always good to get a part of your community.
The community definitely supports you, and I know that you guys definitely support the community, so win-win. The retail space is constantly changing, especially with online shopping becoming more prominent. How have you adapted while still keeping that personal local touch?
Yeah, so back a few years ago when COVID was on, the previous owners, Alison and Steve, got right into their online shop and made it come to life. And so we've just continued that on. So that really helps, but you'd be surprised where we send product. We send product all over Australia, Western Australia, Tassie. Just yesterday we sold some tracking collars down to Victoria. Like, stuff just goes everywhere. But yeah, keeping that personal touch, our customer service in store, we really pride ourselves on our customer service. We make sure that every customer is looked after and that they've got all the things that they need to be able to do their jobs.
Yeah, fantastic. I wouldn't have even thought about posting all over Australia. Like, that's fantastic. I wouldn't have even thought of that. For people who might be thinking about starting their own small business, especially in regional areas, what advice would you give them?
Probably the best advice would be to find somebody who's recently done it, even if it's not in your town, if it's somebody who's done it in another town, or like get in touch with the chamber to find out somebody who they might be able to connect you with to have a chat, because somebody who's done it recently will have the best advice for you. And if you want to start something of your own, go out and do it. There's so much support out there. You just have to be really clear about what you want. What's your outcome? What do you want to achieve from starting a business? And get going on it, because there's so much opportunity out there.
There's lots of support in the small areas as well, isn't there? Like, everyone's always willing to give advice and help out and see you succeed. So that's always nice too.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us here in Small Business Month. We're talking to Anna from Camping World. Anna, running a small business often becomes a big part of your life. What keeps you motivated on tough days, and what reminds you why you started?
So I think the biggest thing that we're doing is connecting people with the outdoors, like sitting around the campfire with my kids and thinking that we can help create this for other people brings a real shine to the tough days.
Great. Lovely. I think that you would bring lots of shine to many people's days. Thanks for coming in today.
It's been a pleasure.
You've been listening to The Faces of Small Business. In places like Dalby, local businesses aren't just shops. They're the lifeblood of the community. This joint project by the Dalby Chamber of Commerce and Industry and 4DDD shares their stories. Tune in next time and celebrate the folks who keep our town rolling strong.